Hello. Now, over the past few weeks, we've talked all about audience lists and algorithms, and that's all really important, obviously. But what is the point if you're not able to report all of that success to the people that really matter? So I'm going to touch upon today just a couple of things that you're going to need to bear in mind if you are presenting results back to your board, your C-suite, or your founder, now that you started implementing some first-party data solutions. So the main thing to take away from this is that initially, any jump in revenue that you see from platform analytics specifically, so I'm not talking about e-commerce or, overarching analytics platforms like GA4, Triple Whale, Ametria, any of those. We're not talking about those. We're talking about platform-specific analytics. So that is any analytics that you can see within Facebook Business Manager, Google Ads, or, TikTok Ad Studio, all of those kinds of things. Any jump in revenue that you see specifically in those channel or platform native analytics is probably not going to be an actual jump in revenue. Your overarching revenue should probably stay at a similar rate or stay at a similar rate of growth initially that you're used to seeing. The uplift in the revenue within platform analytics is just going to be because you're now better equipped to accurately attribute that revenue back to source channel, or back to the campaign source. So that is why you're going to potentially see a drop or a growth in revenue within platform analytics. So that is one thing to bear in mind. Obviously, over time, we would expect your revenue to scale by using these techniques, but initially, don't get too excited about it. The one thing to take away from this, though, is that obviously it's going to be a truer picture of how effective these channels are. So it would actually make your decision-making more easily justified. You'll be able to make smarter decisions on where to invest budget in the future because you know more accurately what channels are working and what ones aren't. And then when you're presenting anything back to the board, you've got a broader data picture that you're able to use then as evidence as to why you're making those decisions. So don't let that put you off. Just kind of get it done. But over time, it will become clearer as to why we've kind of mentioned it now. The same can be said for broader KPIs like sessions or page visits. Anything that was invisible to you before and is suddenly now becoming visible is obviously going to then amplify results you can see potentially in a false way. Now, with the previous points in mind, it does mean that making year-on-year or month-on-month comparisons is going to be tricky. You can't really compare Facebook analytics from 12 months ago to Facebook analytics now because you've implemented this solution, which means that things are being more accurately attributed, which is a pain initially. But obviously, as you grow over time, you'll then be able to start making those comparisons. It's not to say that you can't compare year on year, but just be aware that any massive percentage growth might be down to the effectiveness of your overall marketing strategy, but might also be to do with the fact that you're collecting more data. Now, with all of that in mind, we really want to help you. We've gone through quite a lot of techniques and strategies over the past few weeks. So please just get in touch with us if you want any more information or if you want to discuss growing your revenue in a sustainable way through smart, data-driven campaigns. You can book a time with us, as always, using the Calendly link in the email below to review everything that we've been through in this particular segment in even more detail. Please click on that G Drive link and download the full guide. It's got all of the things that you need in order to implement this. So we've got checklists that you can do. We'll go through everything that you need to set up a PMAX campaign and everything that you need to check to make sure that you're accurately reporting or you're set up to accurately report going from this point forward. That's all from me for now. Reply to this email if you've got any questions. If not, we'll see you in the next series. Thanks a lot.